So I have a 200 amp welder from Decapower. This is offered on Amazon for 300 bucks. And for those that are curious, how does an Amazon welder stack up to, let's say, one of the best? We're gonna unbox it and find out. These are both 200 amps. So you'll see both ends of the spectrum. This is about $1,300 and this is $300. Well, it's definitely got some nice weight to it. It's actually a very nice looking unit. Let's see what else these guys supply. Slide this over. Inside the box, this is nice to see. So, you have a registration procedure and they give you a warranty for 2 years. I believe the Lincoln is a 3-year warranty, so that's nice to see. 2-year warranty, standing behind their product. Inside this box, our MIG gun. Nice torch, feels good in the hand. A nice solid rubber whip. I'll just set this over here, we can compare them. You're going to get an adapter from 220 to 110. Here's our grounding clamp. I think this is probably about 5-foot lead. I mean, that's not too bad. You have some consumables in here. A little pouch with some wire wheels, 030, 035, another tip, a few tips, nozzle. A manual. They give you an extra liner, and I'll dig into this a little bit because sometimes they offer you a different liner which is compatible with aluminum, and you could weld aluminum right from the machine, no spool gun required. They also give you a all rubber gas line, and these are brass threaded fittings. I like that already. A lot of these machines have the barb on the back that you just slide the hose right over, the clear hose that they give you, clamp it down. I don't really care for that. I would much rather the threaded barb. All right, we got the Decapower 200 unboxed. Let's take a closer look here. It's our control panel. Machine's a nice matte black. Fin around the side. Nice long handle all the way across the top. Control panel for the Lincoln. Here is the MIG gun comparison. On the left we have the Decapower. On the right we have the Magnum. Slight differences. This is a little larger. This one is more compact and has a little rubber grip on the outside. Both whips are solid rubber. The Decapower being slightly larger, this more compact. Here are our grounding clamps, starting with the Lincoln. Very similar, but on the inside you have copper. On the Deca you do not. About the same diameter. This This one on the Lincoln, they provide you with a longer lead. This one's about half the size. And you have a dual fan, threaded post for your gas line. But here also they give you a threaded post, which I like. Single fan. Some duty cycle info. We have both units powered up. Let's start with the Lincoln. Simple, easy control panel. You have a dial, select your gauge, diameter, what mode you want. You have your MIG, flux, and spool gun. This is pretty much strictly a MIG machine. Bulletproof. Excellent welder. Over here, the Decapower 200 multi-processor has the ability to MIG weld, gas, and flux, but also you can stick weld, which is an additional feature that you cannot with the Lincoln. Why don't we take a closer look at the control panel? At the top left is our different functions. So you have your sync, manual, your stick mode, which they provide a stinger. You want to stick weld, and they have a lift TIG option if you wanted to purchase a TIG gun, TIG torch. We're going to leave it on the sync. Down here at the bottom you have your shielding gas selection. I'm going to leave it on the CO2 mix. At the top right, we have our wire 2T, 4T, which 2T, press the trigger, release, it stops. 4T, press the trigger, release, it continues until you press that trigger and release again. At the bottom right, we have our wire selection. So 030, 023, 030, 035, and 045. And there you have it. Really nice panel. Nice unit, man. Nice looking unit. Let's take a look inside the unit. It can hold up to a 10-pound spool of wire. Here's the wire feed motor. It'll provide you with a few different motor wheels for your different wire sizes. Alright, we have the Decapower outside, set up to some gas, C25. I think we're gonna run it around 15. Cut me up a few test pieces. Let's go ahead and put a bead down. Ooh, boy. It's a little well cooked. Definitely burning on the hot side. This guy will cook. Turn it down just a little bit. Go out there a little bit at the end. But Decapower 200. Get it done, man. $300. Nice burn all the way across the back. I mean, good, good bead. You know, you're getting a pretty solid unit, very comparable. A Lincoln is a Lincoln. Obviously, this is my go-to, but and I'm really impressed with the Decapower 200, what it offers at 300 bucks. 2-year warranty. If you're looking to learn to weld, if you have one thing to weld and you want to put it on a shelf and come back to it later to weld something from time to time, this is perfect, man. It's not always the case that you only get what you pay for. And in this situation, the Decapower 200 amp, it's pretty impressive. At 300 bucks, what you're getting. The Decapower 3-in-1 multi-processor, 200 unit, offered on Amazon.